KFI, don't have me. We are back, and we have a very special guest. Actually, two. You guys mind introducing yourselves?
I'm YesJulz.
And we got none other than
DJ Head, West Coast.
December. What's up?
So DJ Head is actually one of the DJs up here at Real 92.3, and Aisha actually runs a podcast called Shit Women Think About.
That's right.
Oh, I would love to hear that.
I'm going to have you on.
I guarantee you some bullshit going on.
Definitely. I was here. I sat in on
bullshit going on.
I actually saw you tweet something on Twitter the other day, Head, and you said that all the men who have ever dated your female friends need to Venmo you some money.
They owe me some money.
Because why?
Because all of my female friends have come to me at one point or another, and I have given them advice that has either saved their relationship, saved them time, or cost a guy, some fun.
Wow.
Why are you like this? Are you supposed to be on our side?
I am, but the thing is, I'm all about authenticity, and I want to encourage. See, right now, again, not to her podcast, I feel like a lot of things that's going on with women is men's fault. Because
bro, come on.
it is.
That's noble, but stand up for us. We get so much.
I do stand up for us
right.
when it's warranted. But other than that, I feel like everything that's going on is our fault. I mean, not our fault, because not me, but men for
not
sure.
Him.
Men are soft. Like a lot of these men out here soft. They not coming correct. Just tell them what's up. Because I think
that's what I was just saying.
No.
They're the new women.
Don't
Men
help.
are the new
Don't
women.
help. Hold on. I don't want none of your help because you're gonna fuck my shit up. You know what I'm saying? But I think that the men should be more direct, and women should be more accepting of them being direct. I think that women often say they want honesty, but they really don't. So they fake. But then also from a man's point of view, we have the ability to articulate ourselves and we don't. But a lot of it has to do with us, but most of the blame, I would say, goes to the women on that.
You think that we're asking for honesty, but we really don't want it at
That's
the end
a
of the
fact.
day.
Yep,
Can't handle it.
Yep, exactly.
That's a 100%
Can't handle
fact.
it. Yeah.
If you're honest from the jump,
No.
if you're honest from the jump, then that's not a problem. But it's once you lie and then you try to start being honest later on.
Let me tell you what happens. This is what happens subconsciously. Let's say me and you, we're in a relationship, right? Mm-hmm. Or we date. We're talking. I hate dating. I'm not subscribing to dating anymore. But I don't believe in labels. So
wow, the situationship king right here.
Yeah.
So let's say we're talking. We're getting to know each other, right? And we on the phone, and I tell you, hey, you know what? My ex just came into town. I just had dinner with her. It was crazy, this and that, right? And then you taken aback by wait, what happened? Mm-hmm. What women don't realize is subconsciously, you have just triggered a man. So now he realizes, oh, shit, I can't say that.
I can't tell the truth.
I can't tell her that. So that's when you start asking, hey, what'd you do? You be like, shit. That's how you get those kind of answers. Because what you did was penalize the man for being honest with you.
Yeah.
I could see this, but I'm not going to lie to you. Men do the same thing now. Now, I don't know, how it used to be. All I know is that men can't handle the truth either. And this goes both ways. Men are, in fact, the new women. That's a fact.
I'm not going to say that.
They're absolutely.
I'm for sure.
They're emotional. They're overwhelmed. They can't take, they can't take a woman having, multiple men she's getting to know. They want to be the only one. Yeah. Social media gets them in their feelings. Yeah, it's a mess.
That's facts. I've dealt with way more emotional men than honestly I've come across women.
Do you know how to navigate it?
That's a lie.
Me?
Yeah.
Navigate it?
It's impossible.
It fucking drives me crazy. Mm-hmm. But I feel like men, once they love harder than women once they love.
Y'all not being real.
Yeah, but what about the build up to that love?
It's
y'all
exhausting.
not being honest.
Exactly.
You as ladies, y'all should be representing for real, and y'all not. Y'all real fraudulent right now.
No, that's the real truth is that men are very overly emotional now, and women don't know how to navigate it. But I will agree with you. Women can't handle the truth. You can tell a woman the truth, and she's going to say why. Instead of just accepting it what it is, then she's going to say why. Why do you feel this way? I don't want to be in a relationship. Why?
West Coast.
That's just what it is. So
That's
it's the truth.
So it's y'all fault.
No, I'm not gonna say
that. That's what
I'm gonna assign 51% of the last year the women.
You started off by saying it was men's fault.
No, I said it's men's fault in the way that the dynamic goes, because the dichotomy. Last year, this girl was like, "Hey, what's your intentions with me?" She was like, "It was a girl I was getting to know." Mm-hmm. She's like, "What are your intentions?" I said, "She's like, do you want to be my homeboy?" I was like, "No, don't get it fucked up. I have no intention of being your homeboy. Like I have every intention on engaging in everything intimate and everything that come with it, depending on how it goes.
Except that label, though, huh?
Man, just say smash. Just say smash. Let it out, man.
No, I didn't. No, I'm just saying. No, I told her that.
Okay.
Because I don't know if I want to fuck you or not.
All right.
I would respect that.
I don't know yet. Like I don't know if you worth my like. I really like most men think like that. I'm gonna just hit it first as soon as I can, and if it don't work out, at least I got it. Like I feel that like in reverse. Like if it don't work out, I feel like she got over on me. There's some real premium shit going on over there.
Oh,
Hey,
excuse me.
I respect you believing in something.
Jesus Christ.
Tell us how you really feel.
All right, I actually want to ask you about some other things besides relationships because we all do not see eye to eye. Clearly,
Oh,
you're gonna drive me crazy.
Well, you taller than me.
What's that got to do with anything?
We don't see eye to eye. You missed it. It's all good. Go ahead.
I hate you.
You got to get in line to hate
I hate
me.
you.
Wait in the queue.
Anyways, I want to ask your opinion about this Daniel Caesar YesJulz scandal. I know you probably seen the video when Daniel Caesar went on an Instagram rant talking about we need to stop being mean to white people.
Hilarious.
Why are we giving YesJulz so much hate? And what else did he say? Did you guys see the video?
I didn't.
Okay, we're gonna run a clip here.
Why are we being so mean to Jules? Why are we being so mean to white people right now? Why is it that we're allowed to be disrespectful and rude to everybody else, and when anybody returns any type of energy to us, that's not equality. I don't want to be treated like I can't take a joke. I just went through the fucking Chappelle shit, and I had to like in the moment acknowledge that I was being fucking sensitive. You know what I'm saying? And that I need to be able to take a joke just like everybody else. White people I see what you're saying. White people have been mean to us in the past. I have what are you gonna do about that? Tell me what you're gonna do about that. There's no answer other than gaining understanding and keeping it moving. Yo, are we winning right now as a culture, or like are we on top of society? We're not. And you can't win the game by choosing to not accept the winning team strategy. You have to acknowledge your strategy and then build a strategy on top of that.
So what do you think?
I actually am not a big fan of YesJulz in general. Like I don't really care for her. I don't really care for her get down. Like she has, for the people that she has fucked with, she has done a lot for them in their careers. You know, I don't want to get into names and shit like that. But as far as like the culture, she can get up out of here as far as I'm concerned. I'm really not a fan of what she does or what she represents.
I'm personally not a fan of her either. I
don't like.
I
I
don't
didn't
like
know
her
who
at
she
all.
was.
Yeah, I'm sitting here. I don't know who you're talking about.
I mean, I found out, but I didn't know who she was.
I actually, we had an exchange on the internet before.
Slid
And
in the DMs.
fuck no.
Right.
No. She said some shit like, I'm not a fan of people coming to LA like transplants, right? I'm not a fan of people moving to LA. I'm from here. I'm
Everybody
born
wanna be from here.
I'm born and raised here. So I take it personal when people move to LA, pillage the resources, and then talk shit. Like, get the fuck up out of here. The 405 will thank your ass for leaving. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like that shit at all. Like, I don't like if you gon' I just posted this 2 days ago too because of everything that was going on. But it was like, it's basically like just show some respect. Like if I move to Chicago, I'm gonna show respect. I'm not from Chicago. I'm not a native. I'm gonna show respect. I'm not gonna be out there complaining this Chicago fake, this and that. Like that's people come to LA. They leave their whole ass life in Miami or wherever the fuck they from. They come out here. They pillage the resources, smoke our weed, pop our bottles. You know what I'm saying? And then be like, well, it's fake. It's like, well, you stay in the 30-mile zone. You don't go to the east side where I'm from. You don't know in the Lotero. You know what I'm saying? You're not fucking with the real shit. So you not actually, why would you have any authentic experiences? And YesJulz is one of them people who complained about LA and it being fake and shit. I'm like, get the fuck up out of here.
And then
then.
who put a battery in her back? Like, who are these black women that gassed her? Because I feel like they gave her the heart and the courage to speak. Like, who are you? And who gassed you?
Yeah, she got the cosign.
Well, I think it's mostly the black men that are gassing her up. You know, like
Because why? She has a wide ass?
that's exactly why. That's exactly why. And you know, I
A
don't know if you
wide.
saw.
Notice I didn't say big. I said wide.
You saw the interview with her and Murder Mook when she, you know, he's pumping her up like, oh yeah, you can go ahead and say nigga.
Oh,
and you
her.
heard-
Okay, yeah, all
that
right, I know
girl.
you
Yeah,
talking
because
about.
she said she was what, like
Yeah.
Hispanic and Italian, and he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you can say nigga."
Yeah. Okay.
She said on Twitter before, she said black women hate me because all the black men love me. I walk into a room, I get more attention than all black women. That's why y'all hate me.
She said that?
She said all this.
she said.
She asked to wear a shirt that
Whoa.
said, a shirt said lie a lot. She posted on Twitter like, "Can I wear this shirt?" She has slandered black women so much, and it's always these black men pumping her up like, "Oh, you go, mommy. You can do all that. You can do whatever." Blah blah. Them is a whole bunch of coons,
right?
That is running around.
I think they're just thirsty. Let's not.
Let's
not count them out. They just thirsty.
No. All they doing is sliding. They don't even know this girl. They just might message her here and there and say like, "Oh, you're so much better than black women." On Twitter, I see a lot of hate from black men towards black women on Twitter. I do. From the coon men, you know, because they want to impress and try to get them a little mixed girl or a white girl or whatever. They hate themselves. I don't know, but
there's probably a lot of self-deprecation in that.
Yeah, totally.
But I think that I don't know. Like I'm all about intent. It's not about what's said. It's about the intention behind it. So if your intent is to be malicious or be disrespectful, I ain't fucking with you just in general.
So with Daniel Caesar hopping online and saying, "I said what I said and I'm not going to apologize for it when I'm sober." Basically, we need to stop being mean to white people and all that. Do you think that more artists need to start having more media training, or do you think that it's okay to be so real with yourself now?
I think it's so. I'd rather know where motherfuckers stand.
Yep.
Right.
I want to know. I want to know who. Like I like that Trump is the way he is. I want to know exactly where you stand, so that way I don't bring my Mexican homegirl over there. You know what I'm saying? And her family's DACA and like Dreamers and shit. I don't. I want to know exactly what's happening. Like, so if that's how you feel, I really want to know. Like, because you gonna know how I feel, and that way we can have an honest exchange. Like, I don't like people who hide and be on the down low and you low key racist and this person like that shit's whack.
So what do you think about cancel culture then?
Cancel culture is whack.
Why?
I feel the same way.
I think it needs to happen. I think it's time to start canceling people. I think we gave people way too many passes, and way too many people got to eat off the culture that shouldn't have never entered to begin with. I think some people need to be canceled.
Do you think we're too quick to cancel?
No, I think we're too late. I think this is delayed. I think it's delayed. I think we should have been canceled people.
We cancel people at the allegation though.
That's a fact.
But what are you? Give me an example.
That's too soon.
Don't say R. Kelly.
Actually have some proof.
Give me another example.
Aziz Ansari.
Who?
Aziz Ansari, comedian. Indian comedian guy. He got charged with sexual assault. But it was just an allegation. They took him off of everything he had going on. I think he was on
based
tour
on
or something.
the allegation.
Yeah.
But was he in our culture? We're talking about our culture.
He later was found innocent. Well, this is a brown man, so he's a minority, just like us.
I mean, okay.
That's the problem. Y'all be inviting everybody to the cookout. Stop inviting everybody to the cookout.
High five from over here.
Canceling that.
High five from over here.
Stop inviting them.
What you mean?
You said don't
That's
go
not
our
the culture.
culture.
Y'all the ones telling YesJulz,
yeah,
girl,
we wouldn't have to kick
come,
them out.
girl.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all too accepting.
Y'all too accepting. That's the problem.
I'm not too accepting.
What conclusion did we
I think
just jump to?
I think cancel culture is whack because you don't get due process. You don't get a fair shake. Like
you don't get that anyway.
Now anybody can just come out and say you could say I did something to you in the hallway and I'll just lose a whole bunch of shit because of your allegation.
Okay, wait, we're getting cancel culture confused with Me Too.
Yeah.
No.
YesJulz.
Cancel culture affects people in the same way I just described.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we are low key trying people in the court of public opinion instead of giving them the laws.
They've been doing that though.
But
that's been the way.
The question was cancel culture.
Canceled Michael Jackson
with good
2 weeks in a
reason.
row.
Nobody canceled Michael Jackson.
Are you really saying R. Kelly shouldn't be canceled?
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. That's not where I'm coming from. I'm just saying as far as patterns go, we just canceled 2 people.
Okay,
he deserved to be
for
canceled.
Sexual assault.
But he deserved to be canceled.
I don't think Michael Jackson got canceled. Nobody actually canceled him.
I feel like people they don't know. Like they're straddling that fence with Michael Jackson right now.
What about Kodak Black?
What'd he do?
About Young M.A.?
Well, that too.
I don't know what he's saying, Young M.A.
Hey man, listen, man.
Kodak Black has been online. He even made a song talking about he's going to fuck Young M.A., who's a dyke, and said that
she's a dude. Pretty much.
She's a man. I'm attracted to Young M.A.
I don't know why. I don't know why it was so offensive. I feel like Young M.A. makes songs about fucking women. But why? So why is it wrong if he says that to her? She does the same thing. Yes, but I'm just saying she was offended. Like, how dare you? But it's like, but don't you rap about fucking women too?
But she don't be calling women out by their name.
He called her a bitch?
No, I mean he's saying Young M.A. in the song. I'ma fuck you.
Well, he did call it.
Young M.A. You can get it.
I'm not mad at
That's
Kodak
like somebody
Black.
going at the brat.
Kodak Black also had an interview talking about dark-skinned women and talking about he sees them as his homeboys. They're not feminine at all. And he got canceled after that.
I don't like women with my complexion. I like light-skinned women. I want you to be lighter than me. I love African-American women, but I just don't like my Skin complexion. Black people, my complexion, we too gutter. Light-skinned women, they more sensitive, you know?
Some dark-skinned women out here sensitive.
No, they too tough. They too tough. Light-skinned women, we could break them down.
Like, I'm not a dark-skinned
How long
woman,
ago
but
was
this was like a year ago. He was talking all types of mess. So you know what I do when I cancel him? Because I still like his music, so I'm going to download it on YouTube so that he don't get the stream. So I'm going to download it to my phone and listen to it for free.
He still get the impression off YouTube.
No, he'll get it once. And then that's it. I'm not playing them constantly on Spotify.
That is so funny. Teach me how to do that.
I don't like cancel culture. I don't like cancel culture because for two reasons. One, the way people weaponize it for their own personal gain, their own personal agendas. Two is people are fucking hypocrites. Everybody's a hypocrite. And then nobody wants to just own their truth. Nobody wants to like be like, you know what? I be doing fucked up shit too. Like if we contact your ISP, your internet service provider, and had them pull your Pornhub searches or had them pull your, you know what I'm saying? It'd be some fucked up shit in everybody's shit.
But they're not getting canceled for porn or for they're getting canceled for being disrespectful to black. I mean, that's when we get offended, right? When you mess with children or when you come for black people. That's the only thing that we have to say. Other than that,
I understand that. But what I'm saying is, so you're being biased towards your cause, right?
What do you mean being biased towards my cause?
You're saying you're sticking up for people of color, right? Or women.
Well, no, I stuck up for people because if someone, when that girl Jess Hilarious did whatever she did, like I was pissed.
That's not true because what just happened right now, the exchange he just tried to stick up for Aziz and y'all wasn't having it.
Well, no, but because what I'm saying is that at the time we were talking about the cancel culture. And so I was applying that to black people, specifically us canceling our people and our culture. I didn't know we were crossing
That
over.
was the conversation. Then he said he's a brown man.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, December. Thank you.
And you saying, and we said, hold on now, wait a minute.
As black people, you're not on team minority?
No.
That's not.
You're not on team minority?
No.
You fall under the umbrella.
That's a different
Every
subject.
other minority protects their own. It's just black people to be like, we can invite everybody to the cookout. You can come. You could come. You said black people cool. You can come. That's why all y'all shit got stolen. That's why y'all in America in the first place.
And then when they get in and they stab us in the back and do some foul shit, now all of a sudden we got to get your ass out of here when you shouldn't have been here to begin with. The party.
They're just saying inviting people.
Where does this hypothetical cookout come from?
Like that guy, December, what's his name? What's the comedian guy name that got on the on social media and started talking about the white guy? He was talking about what's his name? Gary Owens?
Michael Blackson?
Gary Owens.
Michael Blackson?
The white guy. What was he talking
Gary
about?
Owen is white guy, yeah.
Yeah, he was talking about someone recently. He was going in on, was it Drake or was it Meek Mill? He was calling Meek Mill trash, something like that.
Oh, you're talking about Michael Rappaport.
Okay, Michael Rappaport.
Oh, Michael
That's
Rappaport.
what
He
I'm
just called him
saying.
trash, though. He didn't attack
That's
him
a
as a
prime
person.
example of like, we made people feel so comfortable. Now you in our culture talking about, you don't see none of our artists going and saying, Kiss is garbage. Or, whatever, the Dixie Chicks are trash.
That's not true.
That's
not true.
We don't take
We bash white people all the time.
Yeah, I give it to Elvis.
Because
trash.
I serve whoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody,
listen.
white people bash white people today. Okay, it's an
Listen,
interesting
man,
culture right now.
This is interesting to bring up because I actually got a complaint filed against me for racist rhetoric, right?
Okay.
And I got called in the principal's office and shit, and I had to just explain myself. Like, look, bro, I'm not racist. I don't hate a certain I hate everybody equally.
Who called you racist? Who even called you racist?
I don't know.
That's ridiculous. Black people
unbeknownst
can't be
to
racist.
me. But it's like, it's one of those things where it's like everybody has an opinion. The temperament is fucked up, and everybody, to me, in my opinion, everybody is hypocrites, and everybody operates with the discourse of their own agenda. Like, oh, I'm gonna look out. Like the same way you say it, like y'all stick up for black people or women, right? That's the same way Republicans feel. I'm just look out for people with money. Or it's all kind of segregation going on, and all of it's wrong. So I feel like this is my personal feeling is either we all are like that or we all not. Either we all fucking with it or we all not. Either we all got the right to say whatever we want, freedom of speech, or we all can't say nothing. Or we all got guns or nobody got guns.
But see, to me, I feel like that's different because me speaking up for black people isn't a diss to white people. Me sticking up for what's wrong and what's being done to us isn't shade to Mexican people.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the problem is that some of these people, Republicans and people like that, you can stick up. You could even be a racist. I don't care. That's your business. But I don't go and project my hate just because I stand and defend my people.
Yeah.
There's a difference. Like,
and what
you know
I'm
what I mean?
telling you is that we may not like what they have to say, but they have the right to say it.
Well, they do, but we also have a right to react. So why are
That's
we
a
now
fact.
mean, according to Daniel Caesar? We're mean to white people when we stick up and and say not here, not today, not us. That's not fair either.
I'm not saying
We're
that.
always the bad guys.
I don't think that black people are mean to white people at all.
No.
I think that people are just calling out injustices. I think that people are just like, this is not fair. This is not fair. We're going to correct you on whatever it is. I don't think people are like just going out of their way to be hella racist towards white people. That's just not happening.
I agree.
And I think that for us to say we're sticking up for black people is because black people are currently at the bottom of the barrel. We are like not doing well in America. We have no money in our community. We don't support one another.
According to Donald Trump, black people are doing better than ever.
It's a lie. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm saying we need to have more power in our community right now, more than ever. So if I'm sticking up, it's just because we need to unite. And other communities are very much united.
So you saying that we need to unite more so each other before we can include other races?
Yes.
That's never going to happen.
Everybody's always including other. It's always black men trying to include somebody else.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree because I feel like right now the climate is changing. It's a lot different than it was even 5 years ago. But I feel like the climate is changing, and where I don't think a lot of people are on the same shit they was on a couple of years ago, because it's like, I'm gonna tell you what it is. I don't like the fake outrage shit. I don't like us being mad on Twitter for 3 months. And then that shit, you know what I'm saying? Well, shit, they just dropped Ye just dropped some new shit, so we off of it. We doing some other shit. It's like, bro, either you hate it and that's what we doing, or we riding, or we not. Don't fake be mad for, until you have the next reason to fake be mad.
That is a problem.
That's some bullshit to me.
Exactly. Like the Gucci strike lasted, what, like 2-3 days?
I mean, I thought they just said we can't buy it. Now that means we can't wear our stuff no more either?
Because it looks like you just bought it.
Get out of here.
It's always fair. Oh, my bad.
No, get rid of all y'all Gucci stuff. Get rid of all y'all Gucci stuff. We got to have one front.
You know how much
That's
Gucci costs? If we can sell it back,
Bunch of coons in this
I
world.
mean,
I don't have Gucci.
Not for nothing. My
Gucci.
friend made a good point. She's like, if we stop wearing the clothes of people who don't want us to wear it, we'll all just be naked every day, because half of these people don't want us wearing their stuff.
We got our own shit. During February, head over here with supporting all kinds of black businesses.
Not just during February. I do it once a week.
Once a week, support black businesses. Okay, we need to support way more black businesses, because our businesses won't get nowhere. We could be the next Gucci if we put all of our money towards people that actually fuck with us.
True.
Like Laquan Smith. He's a great high-end designer if you know his stuff.
Yeah. All right, so speaking of, do y'all think FUBU, Sean John, and the like could ever come back?
Hell,
I am not wearing baby fat.
I am for sure wearing a baby fat
is
jumpsuit.
out. I'm done. I'm not doing it.
Kamora Lee is coming back.
I don't know.
A FUBU, think about the FUBU jersey, the 05s.
I'm going to say I don't know.
With a pair of bread ones. Ooh.
The only reason I don't know is because, like, we talk all this high-power black shit, but at the end of the day, no one is being honest. At the end of the day, it's a business. And if somebody come and offer you enough money for your business, you out. Period. So, with that, FUBU sold to somebody that wasn't of the culture at one point. So, I don't know. Like, I can't say, like, oh, let's rally behind, because it started off cool, like the designer she just mentioned, right? Let's say a fashion house, he gets so booming that a fashion house now wants his shit, and then they offer him it's her offer, you can't refuse. He's out.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like, at the end of the day, we can rally behind all these different causes. I'd rather rally behind an ideal.
I want to know. Sorry, I just want to ask, how come people were saying cancel Gucci, but doesn't Dapper Dan still work for Gucci? Why did he get to keep working for Gucci and everybody has to cancel?
Dapper Dan was saying cancel Gucci years ago too, so that's why people were calling him out. Like, how the hell are you supporting Gucci?
I mean,
right
he
now?
never said I quit or I'm going to walk away from Gucci. So why is it like we're not supporting them, but he gets to still work there and everyone still supports him?
I avoided the whole Gucci thing because I just felt like I avoid a lot of conversations because I feel like the world not ready to hear what I got to say. But
especially Twitter.
Facts. So like for me, I still have a Gucci belt. And I wore it yesterday. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because of like, oh, I'm not on the Floyd Mayweather shit. But at the same time, none of them want us wearing their shit. It's an equal exchange. I look at the shit just like, for lack of a better term, prostitution. Like, you don't love me, I don't love you. Here go this money, here go the service, and we out.
Oh, there you have it.
I feel like that's the approach with all brands.
That's
not
what
a
it
racial
is.
thing at all.
Putting
So
more
for
money
you,
into their
this?
pocket. That's not smart.
I agree with you. But I also said this on air. I said the last time I bought 2 Gucci belts in my entire life. The first one I bought lasted me 3.5 years. And as a guy that wear belts every day, you will notice. But we don't wear them like fashion. Belts wear the fuck out.
Yep,
you got to buy a new belt every 2 months if you wearing it every day. Like it break, it's this belt lasted me 3 years. I use this belt on a daily basis. Send me another one. Send me, whoever's listening, send me another goddamn belt, and I'll pay you whatever it's worth if it lasts me 3 years. Until then, leave me the fuck alone.
So it's quality.
Quality.
It's straight up just no. What I'm saying is, it's a principle thing. I'm not finna jump off of bridges because you tell me to jump off or just because y'all jumping off. What I'm on is what makes sense. What are we really doing? Because we can, like the Gucci boycott was some bullshit because you telling a whole bunch of people who can't afford Gucci to boycott some shit they can't buy anyway.
Exactly.
That's facts.
True.
I've never owned Gucci.
Well, T.I. was the one that was saying it, right? He was the one
Shout
that
out
was
to
saying
Tip.
that.
I fuck with Tip.
Yeah.
But and I was in close. I was actually with him a few days when he was doing that whole shit, and I just left it. I didn't bring it up. I didn't talk to him about it. Nothing, because I already know where I'm coming from, and where I'm coming from ain't gonna be appetizing to the average ear. Tip is a little smarter than most people, but I just didn't want to. I didn't feel like that dialogue was gonna be progressive.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that's a part of cancel culture? Like he was too fast to cancel?
No, I think that's not being all the way real with what's happening right now. You can't be upset with people for being who they are to begin with. The only difference is Trump tell you who he is up front. DJ Head tell you who he is up front. Everybody else send a representative. And then that's why you date for 3 months, and then you find out a motherfucker fart at the dinner table or some shit like that 3 months in. I'm farting first date.
Sick.
First date, I'm farting, I'm cussing, I'm telling you what it is, what I'm looking for, what I'm not with, this and that. And most people can't handle that because that's not the traditional way of doing things and operating in traditional society. Fuck societal norms is how I feel.
Head also thinks that people need to take an application test to even get together in the first place and have kids.
That's a fact.
I think people need some type of license
Think about this.
Children.
Think about this.
Naming.
No,
we gotta chill with these names.
Think about this, right? At 18, you can vote for a president and put a moron in the office, right? At 21, you can buy alcohol. You can drink. You can consume liquor. At 16, you could drive a motor vehicle, probably kill somebody on the freeway, right? At 12, you can make people.
Right.
Does that make fucking sense to you? Anybody? Does that make sense? No? Yeah. Exactly. So my thing is, what I was trying to explain to these people is like, there's a curriculum. Like, you can't just go be a doctor tomorrow and start operating on motherfuckers.
Right.
You got to go through fucking education. You got to have a test. You got to do all these things, right? You can't just go become build buildings downtown LA. There's school involved. You got to be a contract. But you can just go, me and her could just be together and make people tomorrow.
Well,
and fuck their lives up.
And that's crazy.
You're not ready. Create whole people.
That's because horniness has no bound. If I'm getting it in, I'm getting it in. Like,
that's
the whole. You get the
First of
reptile
all,
mind.
I think it's our natural purpose to procreate and make other children.
Be fruitful and multiply. But
some people take it a little too far.
But if we being honest with ourselves, this system is flawed and fucking ridiculous.
For making people?
Bro, you can make people at 12.
But that's because biology. Biology isn't based on how society runs.
Exactly.
That's
a problem.
Yeah, it's a problem, but it's a problem we gotta live with because
they
not
gave
changing.
me a credit card, bro. When I was 18 years old, I went my first day. I went to college. Everybody knows what happened when you get that first credit card. Bro, I was in collections and all kind. I had my credit fucked up for 7 years because you gave an 18-year-old kid who don't know what the fuck is going on.
Right.
You mean I could just swipe this and I could leave? I don't gotta pay you? Oh, it's lit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, so in real life, like, it's set up. Fuck, the system is all fucked up. It's set up stupid, and that's all. I just want us to be smarter.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, thank you for coming on to the KFI Don't At Me podcast. You said a lot.
Sorry.
A lot.
You said what you said.
I said what I said.
I feel it.
And I love white people. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why people think I'm racist.
That's crazy.
So it was a white person
Every
that
time you
said
say
you're
that,
racist.
I'm just like, that sounds ridiculous.
My co-host is white.
KFI.
Don't at me.